Hey, welcome back. Today we're in the garage. We're working on moose. We're finally getting some things started and worked on. So, hope you enjoy. Check out what we're getting done. We keep finding other things that were messed up and broken along the way. So that's partly why it's taken a while to get moose done. Not to mention, we have gotten hammered with some pretty bad weather. So, I've had to spend a lot of time shoveling snow, dealing with that, plus my normal job. So I haven't gotten the job that much in the garage that much. As you can see by the ceiling here, this isn't insulated in any way. So it's cold out here. So I only get out here when it's reasonable and I can actually warm it up a bit. Otherwise, I'm fighting a losing battle. Anyways, here we go. Hope you enjoy. So for the front modifications, we're building new shackles. So I've gone a little wider material, as you can see here, just a bit wider, and a bit longer. This will help us with our rubbing problem. So what we got to do is line up the top and get this hole, and then this hole we come down, but we don't want to go all the way down there because the new mounts in the bottom are bigger, so they've got a bigger bolt. So we're going to need to move this up a little to give the same amount of wall here, so it can't pull out. So we got to calculate that out, get this dead center, and get the marks in here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to drill the holes in. And as soon as they pop on this one, I'm going to use a step drill, and as soon as I pop the hole on both sides, then we're going to use this as a template on top of each one of them, so that we get the holes exactly the same place on every single one of them, so we don't have anything off a little bit one way or the other. Then we'll shape them after they're all drilled and make them nice and pretty, so that they're not sharp edges to catch things. They'll be like similar to this.
Now, I'll be honest, before I go drilling holes, I kind of want to make sure these fit in here. Because if they don't and I drill a hole too big, then I am going to have a problem. So these are supposed to be a pressure fit, and it looks like it is definitely going to be a pressure fit. So it looks like I will be able to get these in here with some finagling. So we're going to try to get this in first, just to make sure that we're not drilling the wrong size holes and have to get different mounts. So we're replacing these ones. These ones are still okay, but these ones were shot. So we're replacing these guys, get this through and done, and then we'll go from there. So we're that far in. We're trying to use the ball joint press, but fortunately it's got a problem and not working properly. So what we did is we put an old bolt through. We went cranking away, but I think I might be getting to the end of the threads, so we might have to back off and throw a spacer in there and then start again. I think that's what we're running into. So we'll see what happens, and we'll continue through.
Okay, it's in. All the way in. That was a chore. Give you an idea how much pressure it is to put those things in. We're using a bolt. And, well, that's what happened. We literally snapped it right off. And then we snapped that one. So we went back to a fine thread instead of the coarse thread. It worked a lot better. It got it in there. We went back to the original one. But I didn't want that to start with because it was taking too long to do what we were doing. But at the last bit, we needed the fine thread to pull it all tight. So it's in. It's done. Now we're to the shackles. So by using this as a template, I've marked out the new shackle. We've got that centered. Now this hole here, I think I actually have it a little too high. The hole's going to be a bit bigger, but I moved it up a little too much. So I'm going to adjust it down a little. So I'm trying to get the maximum lift. Once we're done drilling through these, just to the point we break through, then I'm going to use this to mark all the rest of the shackles. And away we go. Almost dead center. That was just eyeballing it. That was pretty good. See, there we go. There's our marks for the next one. All done. Okay, what we did there was just round them off. I'm crawling under this all the time. I didn't want to get a square point in the head. So we just made them a little rounder, a little safer. Trying to line up the bottom here was a bit of a chore, as I didn't have anybody helping me with the jack, so I had to try to reach it, align things, see things all at the same time. It took a bit. There we go. It's in place. Now, we actually do have to make a small modification. That grommet did not go all the way through. It actually stops a little short. So what we're doing is we're going to actually be splitting grommets and putting them in like the old school ones, one from either side. So we're going to put an addition on the other side of this one to get everything lined up, because my shackles are kind of tilting in a bit at the bottom to mount. I don't like that. It's putting pressure on the bolts in the wrong places. So we're going to get that fixed up a little bit and organized, but yeah, all in all, it's together. That's a minor thing. We're going to get that fixed, and the other side will go together the same. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it over there. It's in as bad a shape too, so it'll be getting redone, but we get this one in now. So that's that. Next will be the steering, but that is another episode. So that'll be it for this episode. We're back in the shop, going to work on the steering and electrical. So next episode, we'll show you that. Moose is getting put together. We did find some other problems while we were under there, and we're going to deal with them while we're at it too. So that when Moose comes out this time, it's a lot of things we've been ignoring will be fixed. So it's hopefully it'll be more wheeling, a lot less repairs, and we can have some fun this summer. So we'll get back at it. Remember to hit that like, subscribe, hit that bell button so you don't miss any of the new episodes, and I will see you next video.